Good afternoon.
Thank you. My name is Jake McWigan. I'm Director of Government Relations for the National Shooting Sports Foundation. I'll keep this short and brief because it's been covered by many other people up here testifying. We are the trade association for the firearms industry. We represent manufacturers, firearms retailers. One of our voting members is Beretta as well. We are based in Newtown, Connecticut. So we have had this has had a personal impact on our organization as well as the people that work there. Newtown is a horrific crime, and if something that we stood for would have affected this or changed this, I probably still wouldn't be doing my job. But the unauthorized access of the firearm is what needed to be avoided. Maybe that mother should not have had those firearms in the home. Maybe they should have been locked up, or maybe they probably should have been in a safe. That's the only way this could have been avoided. We can talk about the cosmetic features of firearms. We can talk about magazine capacity. Connecticut already has a statewide assault weapons ban in place, and that did not stop this from happening. We as an industry abhor the criminal misuse of firearms. The last thing we want to see, or our retailers or our manufacturers want to see, is crimes committed with firearms. That's why our organization has had numerous programs in place for over decades. First being Project Child Safe. We have distributed 35 million child locks nationwide for firearms. We also have Don't Lie for the Other Guy program. Earlier on, we continued to hear about straw purchasing and how that's a problem in Maryland and how this bill, or HB294, or the Senate bill will address that. But we have done Don't Lie for the Other Guy for over a decade in partnership with the ATF to try to stop straw purchasing. We continue to do that. We are doing that in the Phoenix area right now, in the southwest border. We have invested a lot of money and a lot of time and resources into both of those programs. Just as an aside, the magazine capacity here in Maryland, you already have a 20-round restriction here in Maryland. If we look at all of these incidents that have occurred, Newtown, the magazines would have been banned in Maryland. The magazines used in Aurora would have been banned. The ban is in place, but criminals are not going to abide by them. So why would you arbitrarily restrict the magazine capacity from 20 rounds to 10 rounds? You're simply restricting it based on a number. I continue to say it's an arbitrary number, and people say, well, 10 sounds like a good number. Well, Governor Cuomo decided that 7 rounds was a good number in New York State. Okay, what's next? 5 rounds, 4 rounds, single shot? None of this is going to affect crime. We all know that. The firearms industry in Maryland, just a quick aside to add to Jeff Ray's point from Beretta, supports over 3,200 jobs in the state of Maryland. It has an economic impact of $490 million. In state taxes collected in the state of Maryland is around $35 million. Those are not small numbers, especially in these tough, difficult times that Maryland faces and many other states across the country face. But if we continue to have to battle legislation like this, members like Beretta may have to rethink their position here in Maryland, as well as some of our other manufacturers and retailers. I thank you very much for your time today. And